Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Colts are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chargers, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the first 2 months of the regular season down, what will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down after a good game. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now Darkwa. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. play fake here on first down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run again now with Darquan. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They'll run with Darquan. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Orleans Darquan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Barth now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Play action now. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Rivers on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play fake. Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
One of the things that distinguishes Vontae Davis at corner is his size. A big, strong, physical player. Can jam receivers at the line of scrimmage, but he also has the agility to run downfield with them. But when you think about him overall, strength is the thing that makes him one of the better corners in the league.
A second down throw for Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Colts getting ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On the run, Darkwan. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Darkwan. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They'll fake it. Now Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rivers now on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. At the end of 1, 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Henry Anderson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Play action, it's locked. And right with it here, over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
To throw on second down is locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle, whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front. If those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Block on 3rd down. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser to kick for the Chargers. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a carry from Mack. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got room. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Luck on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but, you consider where this drive started. You probably label it a success?
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
The punter Locke out there now as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, Rivers. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Rivers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The final shot before the break. Lock. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Colts are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chargers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Benjamin's got the catch, but fumbles here. Offense out now after the fumble. Run play coming up here, and he'll go for the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Midway through the first quarter, Williams is able to get open here, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's right. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Here's Luck. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Barth now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Barth now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our player's spotlight now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 8 yards to go here on second down. Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down throw here for Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They're going to try and run. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Second and 10, Luck again. Throw left side, complete. It's Doyle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And now running right through it.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They got a chance at a first down.
And he gives this time to the tailback, and he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down near the 34-yard line.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Rivers on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rivers now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The Chargers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now Luck. And able to find Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now not a good sign here. Andrew Luck still down. Just hope it's not a re-aggravation of last year's injuries. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. And some room to work. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. First down, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And how about the Cardinals on top right now? If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mind?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down. Rivers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down. Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To throw on second down, Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cruz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a first down throw, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On third down, that's Mack. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Ravens coming in at 3-5, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 3-5. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The Raven defense taking the field a few moments ago, and their all-time leading sack man, Terrell Suggs, was firing up the troops. They get set for what should be a good matchup with the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
His throw incomplete. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Second down, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Eric Weddle had a really impressive 2016 with the Baltimore Ravens. Still showed his ability to range deep in the secondary, as well as drop down in the box against the run. Rewarded with his 4th Pro Bowl after the season.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Oh, now he bowls him over. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. The MVP of Super Bowl 47 leading his crew out there from Delaware, it's Joe Flacco.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Operating out of the gun. Flacco complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, that's West. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it with West. Gets past one man. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Flacco. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Every so often I get excited that I actually evaluated a player correctly. And Casey Hayward falls into that category for me. I had an argument with an evaluator when he came out of Vanderbilt about his speed. And the evaluator was like, he cannot run. I can't take him. And I was like, but he's a ball magnet. He's always there. And to prove it, 7 interceptions with the Chargers in 2016.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 23 yards on the play. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Play action now. Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. when we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Rivers. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he fires one incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Ball start, offense.
And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The numbers last week for T. West. 16 carries, 56 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On the ground, it's West again. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 3-all the score. We're back to Baltimore after this. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Flacco from the gun. He's got it to West on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run it here with Gordon. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. This is Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The drive begins with a handoff to West. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. They'll run again here with West. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, Flacco now. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well, because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defense.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Flacco. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Encroachment, defense.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Rivers now on 2nd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rivers gives this one to Farrow. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Keeping it on the ground, Farrow again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he's able to put it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd and 10. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Caught left side, Gilmore. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So yet another field goal to end the drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Chargers have come in and looked good as the road team. And we'll just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Now 2nd and 8. Here the catch is made way downfield, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Chargers up now by 5. Final seconds in the first half. Perriman's going to make the catch near the sideline. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is West. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Flacco. He hits West underneath. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers, allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And the Ravens taking the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. the give to Farrow. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The first down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A handoff to Farrow. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Farrow. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Rivers over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kenneth Farrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Flacco here on second down. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, it's West. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll run here with Farrell. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And this one is incomplete. Macklin, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Wormley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. The Ravens on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Once more, it's Flacco. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the ground, it's Farrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Give him 30 yards there. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Here's Rivers. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again, Rivers. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin here with a run by West. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Flacco. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, Flacco now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, you know, in this situation, they're making the adjustment to be more aggressive. You got to wrap that football up.
Yeah, it always amazes me that people don't understand that well, because you're going to come in as a defense. The first guy makes the tackle, you try and stand up the ball carrier, and here come the rest of the guys trying to knock the ball out.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Flacco runs through the contact. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, Flacco to throw. That escapes the sack. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Corey Legent in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Back to throw. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. He hits West underneath. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And tough starting field position here. Now a give, running right is Farrow. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fancy footwork at the 45. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.